So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about one of our automations that are in production. It's a pretty big deal, at least we think so in the Army, and it's a great example of how to apply RPA. And it's based off of the Joint Reconciliation Program. Okay, it's triannual review. So it happens 3 times a year, and it's financial in nature. It's really about financial health and making sure that we're using our finances appropriately, timeliness to achieve results to really support the warfighter, right? Because that's what the Army is about. And this particular bot pulls 5 reports from our General Funds Enterprise Business System. Some examples of those are accounts payable reports, accounts receivable reports, unfilled customer orders, unpaid obligations. So this one's very important. This is the one I'm going to demo. And then it actually puts together a checklist. So Army headquarters requires that each Army organization that has fund certifiers go through this process 3 times a year. So it's definitely a very wide process. So you can think about how many people. So just to give you an example too, before we show this, currently we have this deployed to 101 fund centers in the Army. And think of a fund center as kind of a smaller organization that has a fund certifier and some financial analysts in the organization. So 101 people, okay? On average, and this is a conservative average, 15 minutes to run each one of those reports and to do the checklist. So you're looking at about 90 minutes a person, 3 times a year across 101 fund centers. You have about 454 hours. It doesn't sound too much, right? But if you extrapolate that to the Army's more than 2,300 fund centers, so 2,300 people, that's over 10,000 hours a year. Now, the other thing too is we do this 3 times a year today. But what if we did this weekly? What if we actually got handle on our funds weekly or monthly or daily? You can start building upon this application of RPA. I can even do it within the Army. And we can start making it such that the triannual review that happens 3 times a year, there's less anomalies, less information to go through, less fixes to make with the data because we're doing it more often. And the bots can run more often.